What is up, guys? Still getting set up, so I'll probably be back in like 2 minutes. What is up, guys? It is Saturday. Farm Sim Saturday, that is. So I went ahead and I updated the temperature and what else? The weather and temperature settings for Osceola. So we're actually using seasons data with the seasons mod for this region, so we should have accurate temperatures and rainfall and snow based on historical averages. So really have no idea how many people are going to be tuning in for the stream. I was trying to get OBS software installed and working, but for whatever reason it's recording a black screen. It records the sound, but it doesn't record an image, so I'm going to have to tinker around with that a little bit, just because it has a little bit more features for streaming versus iAction does. Like, it would allow me to do some like overlays so I could see what you guys are chatting about, and a bunch of other add-ons you can have with it. Anyways, this is our second to last hayfield. We're tedding, then we're gonna rake it. If you guys watched any of the last videos, we sprayed and mowed and plowed some fields. I did a test with the seasons mod to see what happens to my bales. Even if I leave them outside but on a trailer, the amount of hay actually gets reduced. So I think I have to put it in a building that's over the snow mask that I painted in for GE for them to not be affected. So at least that's promising that you can't cheat and put it on a trailer. So, because my my 8,000 liter bales went to like 4,200 liters or something like that after a winter. It's like 90 degrees outside, so I was outside earlier today getting some much needed exercise, but now it's time to kind of bummer out the computer the rest of the day. So I'm tempted to actually model up like a little hay conditioner. You know, it's like a mini merger. Kind of picks up one swath and like flips it over. I know Frontier makes like two. Kuhn also makes a couple of those models, but I think that'd be a little bit more practical than this hay tedder. That way I won't even have to rake it if I could keep it in nice neat swaths after I condition it. So I've never seen one in game, and it would actually work out pretty well for what we do. I had my rake scripted as a windrower and a tedder in 15, and it worked kind of, but it also glitched out. Yeah, the hay drying out. I know in 15, and I'm pretty sure in 13 there was a couple mods that there was like realistic bale mod that dried itself after you laid it out for like 3 hours or something like that. And I think in soil mod it also did something with the hay if you were to just leave it on the ground after you cut it, because when you bale it, it would record the moisture and quality of your hay. So those mods added a little bit more realism to the game. So this is our last hay field. It's just a little guy. So the author of the seasons mod said we're supposed to get 3 or 4 cuts of hay per season, but I guess we will find out whether that's true or not. So I'm not really sure what would be an appropriate length for a season. We're doing 12 days right now just to test it out. I imagine we're gonna speed through a lot of this time. Would I trade anything? Highly doubt it. I know the people that know how to model well and texture and script, and those are usually the only people I trade work with. It's amazing how many people have asked to trade one of my mods for another one of my mods. It's pretty funny, like. I don't think they realize the mod they're trying to trade me is the one I actually built. I know pretty much all the nice mods out there, new and old, and I don't really need to trade anything to get them. When you're friends with the mod authors. Really doesn't make sense to ask for trades until you've established a reputation of being someone that is the top of their game. So we're done tedding. Instantly dry. I think I could still get through the gate with my dual tires. Yep, perfect. I don't like how the cows go through everything. Just gonna put this thing back in the shed. We have a tractor hooked up to our rake already. Try to rake this and bale it before the next day comes around. I'm gonna see how Courseplay does with this hay rake. So I went and downloaded the latest developer version yesterday. So 9 meter working with. I know this is 28. We'll start south, east. We'll go north. We'll do one headland last. No, we'll do 2 headlands. And we'll take our working width down 1/2 meter just because. Generate our course. Alright, so we'll watch this guy do his thing. He's gonna do 2 headlands last, I believe. Gonna have to fix the drop off on this rake. Tighten things up a bit. So you can actually fertilize grass with the Seasons mod as well. That was one question I had answered. I know we were wondering if I should fertilize my field or not, but you can fertilize grass. So this guy seems to be doing pretty well. Look at him back up. That backup game, A+. So this thing is, I forget what the working width is, like 29 feet, perhaps, not quite 30. I think it's similar to the size of the rake that Travis and Ryan are using on How Farms Work. That Rhino, or whatever it is. Pretty similar in size. So we're getting some monster windrows here. It's gonna be fun to bail. Speaking of which, we should get our baler ready. Do that while we're waiting for this guy. Oh, it's already hooked up to the 6R. That's nice. Once again, I forgot to put the bale counter in, so I don't know how many bales I'll be making. No rush to get the bales made. I mean, we have rain coming in 2 days, so plenty of time to get this baled up. Clutch is overheating. Uh-oh. He's not turning in the field. Windrows are wide because my hay rake, I think I made the drop-off nodes too far apart, so I'm gonna have to go back into the Giants editor and tighten that last drop-off a little bit. Tighten up our windrows. So we actually mowed this field twice. So this is like a double crop that we're merging and trying to bale, so. No, the rower is not broken. Just needs a 2-second adjustment. This course play keeps messing up. So we're gonna have to put all these bales in a shed somewhere. I have to figure out where I want to have my bale shed. I have Clover Creek already. The mod author already converted it. And before anyone asks, it's going to be private. Of course, he runs into the fence. Hard to find good help these days. $1.1 tons. Yeah, the four-wheel drive tractor is private modded as well. think before I do another field, I'm gonna fix my rake so it bales tighter swaths. I don't think I messed with them since I converted it from 15. I don't use a script to place trees. I use Giants Editor. Wait, is that rake going through my bales? Pretty sure it is. Giants. Like, that rake has collisions on it, so do these bales, so that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna have to get a second loader tractor or something for when I put these bales on a trailer. I can unload them at the farm. No, if you look at the hotkeys in Giants Editor, it shows a bunch of tricks and tips to do stuff. So I place these trees using interactive placement, which is a lot quicker than trying to do it all manually. I think I'm going to chop the rest of the fields for silage and just bale this one. driver. So I'm gonna hold off on having this guy rake the next field till I can fix the drop-off nodes. So our next field we gotta rake up. This 175 is lacking some ponies for this baler. .1 ton. So I baled these a while ago, and they still haven't changed, so that's good. The amount of hay we're getting in these fields is ridiculous. Anyways, I'm going to end the stream, and I'm going to make some changes to that rake. And then I'm going to put in a fermenting silo so I can maybe do some chopping, stuff like that. So I'll be on later tonight, so thanks for watching.